right. They send Mackey in motion out to the left. They'll flip it out to him on the lateral. He's got the first down and more across the 30-yard line. Caden Mackey picks up the first for the Dragons to the 25.
And what a player Caden Mackey is. He's a dual sports star, a star baseball player for the Dragons as well, but he can do it at early. There was a line at the gate at about 5:10 when I pulled up.
Mackey in motion. Renda pumps, has a man all alone inside the 10. That is who else but Blake Gunter, wide open into the end zone for the touchdown. It is 9-3 Dragons.
You know, Blake Gunter had a play last week that he got behind the defense and they threw him on touchdown. He does the same type of thing here. Just watch him just sit underneath the Bobcat linebackers, wide open. And this is an easy pitch and catch. Brody Knowles double covered, and only where Renda can't throw it to Knowles. What a catch. Unbelievable by Brody Knowles.
44 yards on the completion. Renda and Penn in the backfield. Gunter goes out to the right side. They're going to give it to Penn. Plunges into the end zone for the touchdown. Strange is already connected on a field goal today. This extra point coming from 25, and he drills it. So first down, trips to the right. Carroll gets in the backfield, ball's loose. Still loose at midfield, and let's see who recovered it. Carroll says they have it, and they do. William Chen comes up with the loose ball. He wanted to scoop and score, but we'll have to running back out into the flat. Renda going to take a deep shot on first down, looking end zone. It is caught inside the 5 and into the end zone. Pay dirt for the Dragons.
Just a terrific job by the Dragon offensive line, collapsing the entire Byron Nelson defensive line, and they're just enforcing their will on the Bobcat D-line. And great hard running by Phillips, finding the end zone for the touchdown.
Dragon touchdown sponsored by Kim Bedwell Luxury Real Estate, as Strange once again comes on for the extra point. Jackamar does a good job to get the snap down.
For more information. I promise you that we'll provide big city experience together with small town service.
Out of the timeout, Renda throws over the middle. It is complete to Blake Gunter inside the 5-yard line. Carroll will try to punch it into the end zone before halftime.
I love the poise of Renda just managing this 2-minute drill like the field drill that it is.
They keep it on the ground. Biggers into the end zone for the touchdown.
Great job by Biggers just getting behind Will Barley and Kerry Clayton there on the left side, finding pay dirt and watching him just explode through the hole. Just tremendous job by this off. And this is why Boyd's not only the best receiver in the state, but I would say the best in the country. And watch that catch right at the high point. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're sitting at home, you're watching this film, that's how you do it as a receiver. You're out jumping the man, getting at the high point, bringing it down, getting into the end zone. Brock Boyd, again, best receiver in state country.
Our last two plays on your replay room were balls that were caught at the high point by Knowles and Boyd, as we see Phillips here.
In practice, and you just watch, this is just practice. Renda just throws it for the back shoulder of the defensive back, only where Boyd can catch it. Great job turning around, making the play in the end zone. That's how you start the half, Chris, if you're Carroll Dragons. You don't come out flat, you come out championship mentality, you put it in the end zone.
Dragon touchdowns are sponsored by Kim Bedwell Luxury Real Estate. Strange on for the point after. It is good. Extra points presented by CLC Roofing this season. Of to force them to try another field goal. Hill, again, this time going to lose 3 yards back to the 16.
Big hit.
Weaver with the snap, looks end zone, and it is hauled in for the touchdown.
Catch right there should get him going.
Gerard Wiley looking to get going. Finds the edge. Plenty of space. And the speedy Gerard Wiley in the backfield. Green goes in motion. A little miscommunication on the exchange. And coming in was out of the Colony. Now Bodie Weaver back to pass. He has space to run. He runs up the field. He's got more space. Bodie Weaver turning on the Jets. And these legs of Bodie Weaver working. We've seen in his game here this year. Now Gerard Wiley looking for the edge. He stays on his feet, cuts up the other way. Going against the grain for a big gain in 1st and 10. Landon Dressel going in motion. Bodie Weaver stepping up in the pocket, looking down the field. And it's caught for a touchdown. Lucas Sunwall, back-to-back weeks, he finds 6 in a big-time 33-yard score. Colleyville up 13-0. That now going to be on the coverage. And looks like ball is down, and Colleyville picks it up. Demarius Logan with a fumble recovery. 2 for 2 on the year on field goal tries. This one is up, and it is through. So Kyle, 6 for 8 so far in this game with a pair of scores, and he looks for another here. Deep shot down the field. It's another touchdown for Colleyville. The second of the game for Lucas Sunwall, and a 37-yard touchdown. Lucas Sunwall with a couple of big scores tonight, and Colleyville running away with this one. In the gun, handoff to Gerard Wiley, and he doesn't get touched until he puts his head down across the goal line for a touchdown. Right one goes for negative yards. The one before that, they couldn't get a punt off, and they just had to hop on the football, and Colleyville started in the red area. Connor Supacasey with the catch. He's breaking inside the 5-yard line, stretches out for the goal line, and Connor Supacasey has a pair of scores tonight as Colleyville punches it in. A 17-yard score. It's all Panthers. They're up 37. Breaking through the line on the blitz. Gaines having to run for everything, and Dax Habison with an interception. What a brilliant play by the Panthers defense. Joey Nisbet blowing things really well. Bodie Weaver, after the Dax Habison interception, throws this one, caught by Connor Supacasey inside the 10-yard line on a mission to start district play. Low snap for Bodie Weaver here on a 1st and goal. Weaver now stepping up in the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it in for a score. And he does. Bodie Weaver from 8 yards out punches it in. His 5th touchdown that he's responsible for here in the first half. 4 through the air, 1 there on the ground from 8 yards out. And looking at him with his legs as well. He's had plenty of time, and he steps up in the pocket here. Fires it sideline in a spin and turn. Connor Supacasey a yard away from his 3rd score of the night. He's cut down. Good Bodie Weaver, handoff to Gabe Best. He's untouched into the end zone from 1 yard out. He punches it in. Gabe Best for the 2nd consecutive.
Amazing tight bunch on the far side. Snap back. Nussmeyer steps away from the pressure. Now he fires one out wide open. Austin Allen makes the catch. Makes a man miss. He's down the sideline. The 20. He's at the 10 and gets brought down inside the 5.
This is a great place for a one-on-one ball at 2nd down.
They brought in Elijah Carney, the reserve offensive lineman, as an extra tight end. Hand off to McKnight, and he powers his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Marcus.
I tell you, I love what they do with the quarterback under center. He comes out with a reverse pivot under center. You don't see that except at the 3rd level, the NFL level, with the
On the 5. Marauders lead 7-0.
yeah, one incompletion on that drive and a little run by your quarterback as well. So a lot of people contributing early on that offensive drive.
Santiago Diaz shoots this from high, caught at the goal line, up the middle, and great coverage by the Marauders. They're going to have him down at the 15-yard line. Return man up the 1st half. 1st and 10 for the Marauders. This time they come out with a 2 tight end package. Hand off to Francis. He's inside the 10. The 5 running through. Ball care. The tacklers, and is he in the end zone? It's close. They haven't signaled, and now they do. Touchdown.
That's the first time we've seen him really in the power run game.
Yeah.
You know, that far from the goal line. And the Red Sea parts, you can see the linemen just doing their thing, and then it's more of a individual effort.
Waddle who was in, and he got away from the blitz that time of Brady Moore and was able to get the trying to get the but it was wrong.
If Brady comes on an untouched blitz, he doesn't break down or anything, comes in a little too hot, quarterback able to evade that and get out of the pocket and get the ball at least unreached downfield.
trying to hit the running back Cole Morgan on a wheel route. That pass sailed about 5 yards out of bounds. 3rd and 10 now. Snap back. Here comes a blitz again, and it's going to be a big sack. I mean, right off the gut. Taking the time.
Here's 2 timeouts, so you certainly want to run this down as much as you can.
Francis in the backfield. Play action. Umpires going to fire one into the end zone, and that's an easy catch and grab in the back end zone to a wide open Bear Kogler for a touchdown.
And Kogler making up for the earth.
Back to Kogler. Here comes the blitz. Pass it deflected, intercepted. And then it's Easton Mitchell. He's in the open field, and he is going to take it back to the house. Brady Moore and Easton Mitchell team up for a pick 6, and the Marauders now have a 3-score lead.
Well, I can't wait to see the replay to see if the ball was tipped or if he simply overthrows the receiver. The ball is tipped, which overthrows the running back and right into Easton Mitchell's hands, and he knows what to do with the ball when he gets it. Go to the house, and now the Marauders double dip at the end of the second quarter. Unbelievable.
And you know, it was just that naked blitz from Brady Moore. He comes in, and when he goes up in the air, he gets a hand on that ball. Extra point is up and good. 2 touchdowns in 20 outside the 35 up near the 40. First catch of the night by Luke Susko, the big 6'6" guard who is now playing football his senior year, but it's a catch and run of 16 yards.
That's just perfect timing route. This was never going anywhere else but Susko. He gets it over the backer in front of the backside safety. Nice, perfectly placed football, and Susko with a nice catch. He's trying to settle into that role.
16 yards on the catch and run. Top receiver. It's going to be a handoff to the backside, and Carter Francis is in the open field and into the end zone. They ran away from the trips formation. The hole opened up, and Carter Francis took it to the house. Touchdown, Marcus.
Once they get their blocks to the point of attack, there's simply no defenders on this side of the field because everyone's worried about the bunch side looking for a screen. The linebacker comes up and comes too deep. He can't possibly make the tackle. And then it's
a yard before he gets brought down.
And Ryan San Miguel, who's been an integral part of this defense all night, he comes up and lays a wallop right here, right in the hole, along with Liam Hoskins there. Thank you. What a great play.
Snap back, Roseberry backside throw. Pass is caught, but he is down right now as Cole's shot was right there on the sophomore tight end, number 89, Joshua Land. In the end zone for his second touchdown of the night. Carter Francis punches it in from 7 yards out, and this game has been blown wide open.
Sure has. We told you he's lightning, but he's also got some thunder to him. Look at the line. There's big 75 opening up. We've got wide receivers blocking, tight ends blocking downfield. Great block, actually, by number 18. Let's talk about it. Because Kogler's had a little bit of a up and down night, but that was a heck of a block, sticking on his man. Touchdown, Marauders.
Extra point is up and good. And with 10-14 to go in the ball game, this one has turned into a bit of a laugher. It is now 45-14 Marcus. This is Marcus football night. They're going to give it to him again, and he is going to get into the end zone for the touchdown. How about the exchange of picks?
Yeah, there was a quick little exchange there.
That ended up being
Second and 11 now, 7:44 left in the first half. Smith, and it's intercepted! Right on cue, Asen making big plays. Intercepted at about the 42-yard line. Interception, I want to say that was by Luke Gormley. Big plays for the Grapevine defense. Last week, really changed the pace. Now Jalen Holmes back at quarterback. Hand off to Graham on that right side, able to find a gap, and he's going to pick up not only a first down, but they're going to have him for a gain of 17. The biggest play of the night. Second and 9. 1:28 left in the first half. Late exchange. No, he gets it out to going. Almost makes a man miss. Credit to the tackle of Jari Stafford. picks now. 5:48 left, and then it's a fake, and actually Dawson Smith on that right side, and then is swung down. Cedric Hicks takes Snead, so it's second goal from the 3. It's a run to the outside, and Grapevine's ready for it. Cooper Towery again, back-to-back plays where he's able to make the stop.
You know, that might have been the one time when Dawson Spence.
Ty Johnson at that quarterback position. Hands it off to Graham. Graham tries to shake off a tackler. He does, and he bounces it up to the 34-yard line. Good for a first down.
Great effort there by Jacob Graham doing some zigzagging, breaking tackles, moving north-south. He was going to
Cooper Tower, who had a phenomenal game last week with 9 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, 1 forced fumble, and 1 sack, along with a blocked field goal return that, again, we'll call it.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, they're going to be right behind the leadership.
Oh! That's a big pop by Grapevine! Ball pop. This is the second best field position starting for Grapevine. Early in the first half was at the 37-yard line. There's Jake Graham on that left side. He might have no one else to beat. Down at the goal line, he's knocked down at the 3-yard line. Jake Graham with his biggest run of the night. Goes for 37.
I keep saying it with this sudden change. You want a big play to start. You want to get your offense out there as fast as you can, get set, and have a play like that. And look at the offense. Hurry up.
To the line of scrimmage. It's Jake Graham again, and Jake Graham is in for the touchdown. The Mustangs crack open up the scoreboard and now put themselves right back in this ball game. Grapevine with the fumble recovery, great field position, and on that first play on the drive, that 37-yard run that eventually led to the 1-yard touchdown run by Jake Graham.
Yeah, how about that? I mean,
extra point kick by Austin Schilling. That ball is up and it is good. As now Dawson Smith back in the shotgun formation. Grapevine needing another stop. Brings the pressure. And it's carried on that left side and immediately brought down. It's Cooper Towery. Oh, I apologize. Actually, it's Luke Hecht. Luke Hecht with the play. Those 6s and 8s sometimes. Bring you back to J.E. Marr Stadium in Everman, where now it's 4th and 8 for Grapevine. Their last chance at staying alive and putting themselves possibly in position to take the lead in this game with this drive. Holmes rolls out to the left, throws downfield.
Coming up, I think this is year 29, I think.
29, and so that's 1 year longer than Chris and I have been together. Chris Martinez up here. We're in our 28th year. That's right.
I'm not going to retire until you. Well, Tom told me he's retired, and yet I put on the thing last week. He's on. I'm here. He's on. Doing the Lake Highlands game.
Here, Chris, what comment would you like to make? Go ahead.
No, I was just thinking back when you met Lee Corso. I'm glad he knew exactly who you were as opposed to looking at you and saying, Babe, who?
Yeah, no, I'm stepping back there.
I think your question was rhetorical, Tom, but yes, you stay with what word.
Back to pass. Randall looking deep. Right side, and it's caught. Good coverage, but that ball was drilled on the money, and Highland Park has struck first.
Yeah, that was a really nice throw. It was good coverage over there on the right side, just a fade up the right sideline. Excellent coverage by the Jesuit defender, but as they say, no defense for the perfect ball, and that was a perfect ball thrown there by Buck Randall.
Yeah,
K2, it gives you the opportunity to try to run it here possibly.
Beck Berry, the senior quarterback, rolls right, cuts it up, and he's going to have the first down just at the 45-yard line. So nice job by Beck Berry. Thomas Cook made the tackle, but the Rangers have the first down of the game.
Yeah, and that was an option play. They straight option to the right. He had Lucas Mayer to his right as they ran the option right, and Berry just ends up keeping it, and a good decision. You know, when you're in that think they're going to have to get to the edges on Highland Park, much like they did with the option play there on third down, where we have the quarterback keeper there. Back there.
Let's see if they try to dial up Kirby here, rolling right. Thrown over the middle, ball caught, first down to the 30-yard line, and a nice job by Beck Berry. Got him moving in the pocket. Langdon McMurray made the tackle, but just really sitting down nicely in the zone for the catch. Joseph Koenigs, and it's a first down Jesuit.
Shot play, let's take a kick.
Berry, ball is going to be intercepted. The ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage, and a great play by Martin True. He was right there with the intended receiver, but it was tipped, babe.
Yeah.
And True came up with it.
That was a shame. I don't know why it is, but every time the ball gets tipped, it's always the defense that ends up with it.
Yeah, and that was listen to him on Sunday on the flagship station of the Dallas Cowboys, 105.3 The Fan. I listened to you this morning at 9:30. You sounded great on with the morning show.
I'm better later in the day.
Third down, goal to go from the 11. Back to pass, fade pattern, left side, looking for Kirby. He's got it, touchdown, Jesuit! And Kane Kirby brings it in, a beautiful throw by Breck Berry, and it's 21-6, and Jesuit needed that with 8:28 to go.
Well, as you know, if you're Jesuit, just don't take a penalty here.
Yeah,
certainly. 3rd 19, just let them complete it underneath, go make the tackle, and force the punt.
Here comes Jesuit's three-man rush, looking deep over the middle. He's got him! And oh my. Touchdown out of the backfield, Matthew White. He had a linebacker on him, and the linebacker had no chance to keep up with Matthew White. And so on 3rd and 19, it's 27-7, and that's why I think you say settle down, Tom.
There, a little stop route, because that corner, it was so far back on that one. Because the majority of the balls thrown to Kirby have been those downfield shots.
Let's see if they maybe bring him back on some kind of a bubble screen. Let's see if they roll Berry out to the right. Big 3rd down and 7. Back to pass. Throws, caught, and he'll have a first down. Nice job. Good job by Berry. Satcher made the tackle, but he hit Max Smith, the 5'10", 150-pound junior, with this second catch tonight.
Makes it hard. Just give him yards back.
At the 25-yard line, 2nd down, 11. Got to get to the 14 for the first down. There's the snap, rolling right, Berry. Looking deep into the end zone, and it's caught, and is he inbounds? He's out of bounds. I think he came down with it. Did he come down with it? I couldn't quite see.
You know, I thought he did, but it may have been out of bounds. Look, I think it was just a little bit deep.
Yeah.
When I talked about the things that worked well, the rollout.
Now, do you look for Cade Kirby for the 8th time down the left side? I don't know.
I like the slant to him, not the go. They're playing the go.
And there's a run by Beck. He's got first down yardage inside the 5, goes into the score, touchdown! Jesuit 28-13, they strike back, and Beck Berry with his legs for much of that drive, and Jesuit is 1 extra point from bringing this to a 2-score game.
But now they've been playing him on the right side on this drive.
Martin True made the tackle. Beck hands the ball off, and he's going to be short of a first down. And Highland Park is going to have it. I think a little bit of a trick play there. I think they direct snapped it.
It wasn't quite the Bummerooski. I'll do every game. I can only take Tom for one game. Maybe 2 games.
We got Babe Laufenberg coming back to the Lake Highlands game. Yes. We're getting a 2 for this year.
Look out for Chuck Smith from Lake Highlands, the quarterback.
Oh, he's good. 3rd down and 3. Big play here for both teams. 28-14, Highland Park leads. Back to pass, quick swing out to the right side. He breaks the tackle. 2 Jesuit Rangers had a shot at him. He did not get into the end zone.
He did. Yeah, they gave.
When I lived maybe half a mile from y'all out in Plano at the top.
You never invited me over, Tom.
We never got to visit. I got to meet Joan, but never met the great Dave Laufenberg back in those days. So back to pass. Ball thrown. It's intercepted. Oh, my. He was looking for Koenigs, and what a play by Highland Park, number 20, Ronan Moreland, diving catch. They were trying to hit Koenigs, who's been outstanding tonight. It was a little bit on the move, back through a swing pass.
They gave us the touchdown on the 3rd and 19.
It's just a swing pass. We'll have to clean that up. Handoff, left side. Jesuit strings it out. Matthew White will get to about the 15-yard line and get taken down. But that's just so demoralizing. Ben Phillips makes tackle.
Let's kill it. Let's watch for the back out of the backfield here on 3rd and 4. Someone's got to pick up the back out of the backfield. That little swing pass has been a killer tonight. Clock running, they'll still milk the clock. It's 4 minutes to go in the game. 35-14 is your score. Tom Mulfay, Rothenberg, Chris Martinez, Carson Long. Trey Bell doing a great job from tr3dio tonight. As always, there's a late pitch. Isaiah Lee will get a first down and more. He goes into the end zone to make it 41-4.
Just like you did, babe. You know, you're 6'4". You look like the quarterback. Well, I think JP's got that same central casting look, but his first cousin is one of the star receivers from the University of Texas. We're going to see him tomorrow.
Yes, we are.
And he caught the touchdown against Ohio State. Almost made another outstanding circus catch on 4th down against Ohio State. I think he had 2 touchdowns last week against San Jose.
Yeah, I've been watching, but I've watched I don't watch them all the way through. I did watch most of that Ohio State. They had to do it every single time. The hard part is to get him to put down his beer and hot dog and come down and do it.
Oh, that's great. What a great story. All right, there's Chris Martinez on the Mosley Dental Group postgame show with the final stats.
Okay, for Jesuits, tough day, only 14 points. At least they got their offense rolling. Beck Berry, 79 yards on the ground. On 13 carries, Berry also